All right, hi there folks, welcome back. Gonna go fishing for yellow perch. We got worms for bait, I got a jigging wrap also. I just want to catch as many of these guys as I can. I got a cooler, I'm keeping any of them that are decent size. They're delicious. I want to bring them home to eat, make a fish fry dinner for the family tonight. Light tackle, they're not big fish, but they're fun still on light tackle. They're fun to catch. I'll check back in with you when I'm out on the water and we'll see what we can do. All right. Let's see, how far do I, whoa! That's a little farther than I thought I was gonna go. Oh man, oh, I'm losing my Crocs. All right, I'm out of the mud. I didn't lose my Crocs. Okay, well that was a somewhat eventful launch, but we're in the water now. I did come close to losing my Crocs, but there they are, still on my feet. Gonna be fishing for yellow perch. I want to catch as many of those guys as I can, bring them home to eat. Other bycatch that I will keep if I get are pumpkin seed sunfish. There's a lot of real big ones of those in this lake, as well as walleye. Walleye is kind of a lucky catch. There's a number of them in this lake. I don't know exactly how to track and pattern and find them, but once in a while I get lucky and catch one while I'm perch fishing. Could also catch a smallmouth bass or two. Man, look at those trees. Beautiful. This is such a sick spot to be fishing. I don't know where these fish are gonna be, anywhere between 50 feet and 10 feet. So we'll see, watch the screen, see where we see marks. Sometimes perch don't show up though. They sit on the bottom. I don't think they have big swim bladders. Sometimes the sonar doesn't pick them up very well. So sometimes you just gotta experiment. Could get away with as little as 1/8 of an ounce maybe. Using a drop shot rig. It's a number 6 bait holder hook. The way that you tie this rig is you tie the hook on using a Palomar knot. You leave a very long tag end, or at least long enough, and then you put a weight at the bottom of that. When you drop this down, the weight hits the bottom and the bait stays suspended, you know, this distance off of the bottom, which is basically right in the strike zone for these bottom fish. It's a great way to present a worm to some perch. Half a night crawler. There's a hit. Fish. Decent one. Smallmouth bass. Ah, shook the hook off. Thank you, my friend. Where's the sunlight? Not a big fish. I don't know, 13, 14 inches. Nice one. Smallmouth bass. Ate a night crawler, half a night crawler on a drop shot. Pretty fish, fun fish to catch. Not bad to eat. Not sure when the season closes on smallies. I generally don't keep them though. Not sure if he has it. Perch. Maybe. Okay, come here, Perch. Let's get that hook out of you and get you on your way if you're too small. "9 inches. That's it. victim number one. Get my reading glasses. I will have my 42nd birthday in about 3 weeks. And I now need reading glasses. You'd be surprised though, even if you have good eyesight, for tying knots and stuff like that, a pair of reading glasses is awesome. Even if you're not getting into your middle ages, such as myself, for tying knots and stuff, especially little stuff like fly, you know, anything associated with fly fishing, I recommend a pair of reading glasses. Bunch of little guys. Got some, oh, had something good and lost it. I don't know what that was. Oh man, had something good and lost it. Could have been a bass, could have been a walleye. Shit, that sucks. It sucks big time. Let's see, try again. Whatever that was, yeah, I mean, relatively big for, you know, where we're fishing and what we're after. That was either Perchzilla, or it was a decent sized smallmouth, or a walleye. Something's biting again. Let's see, we might have another chance. Either different fish or same fish. There he is, he's messing with it. Got him, whatever it is, I got him. It's not the same fish. It's just a little perch. Damn it. Whatever I hooked a minute ago was big, and it was not this. This is not a big one, but he's got hooked. So he's coming with us. I may or may not have had the camera on by mistake, but we just caught a real nice size perch. Where's the, yeah, it was our first good one. So kind of bummed that I didn't have the camera on. Maybe I did. We'll oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Come here, open up. There we go. Got ya. That's okay. Hopefully we'll get more like him. So you'll get to see that, if that's something you want to see. It's something I want to see, I'll tell you that much. Rock bass. Too small. There's something. Pumpkin seed, maybe. Perch. Good one, too. Nice. Nice yellow perch. Good keeper. 10.5. feels mighty perchy. No, man, fooled me again. Rock bat. Oh, pumpkin seed this time. Nice looking fish. Too small to keep. Pretty. Pretty fish. Ooh. Come back? You gonna come back? Yeah, you are. Ooh, something bigger. Yeah, a little bit bigger. None of these fish are big, but what are you? What are you? Big perch. Big one. Don't come off, don't come off. Ah ha ha. Excellent. That's a big one. I'm keeping him, so I'm just gonna bonk him right away. Come here, perchy pie. All right. Let's see. Maybe 12. 11 1/4. Good perch. "22 feet. All of the bigger fish have come out of the higher 20s in terms of depth. So let's back pedal a little bit here. Back paddle, rather. I don't have pedals. Although I have my eye on a Hobie. I don't know, maybe in the next year. There's a lot of reasons why I would like to get a pedal kayak. A couple of years ago, I injured my leg, my hip actually, in a skateboarding fall. I've been a lifelong skateboarder ever since I was, 8 years old or something. Up until 38, a few years ago, when I fractured my hip. I have 3 pins in my hip, and yeah, I kind of just called it after that. It's too old to keep skating. But I had a good skating career. That was my life for a long time. I was all about it. And it's come to a close. Point there is not a sob story that I hurt my leg and I can't skate, but in terms of like just rehab and physical therapy, I think rather than sitting here like this all day in a kayak when I'm fishing, that if I could work my leg, it would be better for me to kind of keep all the muscles and tendons in shape and loose and strong, on my leg. So I think just health-wise for me, plus a lot of the other practical reasons, like the ability to have a rudder and pedals, so that you can turn your rudder into the current and pedal just a little bit and hold your position. So you can kind of almost spot lock yourself a little bit manually. And that idea is really attractive to me. That with, working my legs these days when I'm sitting here, instead of just sitting here, I'll actually do almost what I would consider to be a little bit of physical therapy. So I got my eye on a Hobie. I don't know if I want to get an Outback or a Pro Angler. I'm not going to pull the trigger on that yet, but maybe next year. I'm carefully considering it. Anybody who's watching who has strong opinions about the Hobie Outback or the Pro Angler, if you have a strong opinion, type something for me if you don't mind. I'm mostly using it for, fishing big water. As you can see, I don't do a lot of bass fishing in the weeds and shallow water. So I think a pedal kayak would be pretty ideal for me for a number of reasons. Felt a nibble. They passed it up though. No, they're messing with it still. Got him. It's not tiny, shaking its head like crazy. I don't know what it is. I hope it's a perch. Rock bass. These guys are starting to bug me. That one's too small to keep. Good riddance. Yeah, I wanted to address something too that I've gotten in the comments lately. If you notice, I just kind of tossed that fish back in the water. I've had several comments from people in the last month that were, you know, I mean, they weren't mean comments, but they were criticizing me for throwing fish into the water after when I released them. And I understand that they're just, looking out for the welfare of the fish, and that maybe to them it looks a little harsh, like I'm just throwing them, like as though I was throwing them in the trash or something like that. But that doesn't hurt them. It gives them a little head start to swim. It causes water to rush through their gills pretty quickly. That helps revive them. I mean, you saw that one. I tossed him in and he took off right away. So depending upon the species and the circumstance, that's not a bad thing. It's not something that hurts the fish. It doesn't harm them. It's just sort of a human... There's a bite. Got something decent here. Got a little weight. Probably not giant, but could be a keeper perch. Anyway, that's my little rant about how... I understand why you make the comment. It's because you care. But I'm not hurting fish by doing that. I just wanted you to know that. So let's see, what do we got here? I'm thinking it's a perch. Every time I say that, it's a rock bass. Every time I guess perch, it's a rock bass. That's a larger one. I'll keep that. He's worth keeping. There's some meat on that one. Yeah, that's worth keeping. All right, first keeper rock bass. All right, first decent size one of those. Those guys are great to eat. I slightly prefer perch, but I'm happy with that. Got him. It doesn't feel huge. Probably another dinky rock bass. That's my guess. And I'm right. Something really small, probably. Not too small. Let's see. No, that's a 9-inch perch. Yeah. Shook off. Good job. Let's check. Get on there. Yep. 9 1/4. Come on, bite. Eat it. There's a good fish down there. Yeah, he's eating it. Got him. What is this? Perch. That's a 9-10 incher keeper. Good. All right. Let's get him off here fast. Let's see if I can get another one. I don't have much time, but we're in a good zone, it appears. All right, folks, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. We caught some perch for the cooler to bring home for dinner. It was fun. Nothing crazy, but a beautiful day out here fishing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.